What's up, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. If you're as obsessed with celebrity relationships as I am, then you absolutely need to hear what's been happening with Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift, because things just got very interesting. We're talking old interview clips resurfacing, house hunting drama, and some seriously sweet moments that prove this relationship might be more serious than we ever imagined. But before we dive into all the juicy details, make sure you hit that subscribe button right now. Smash the like button if you're Team Travis and Taylor, and don't forget to drop a comment below telling me what you think about this power couple. Trust me, you're going to want to stick around for this entire video, because the tea I'm about to spill is absolutely incredible. So let's get right into it. Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift have been the talk of the town ever since their romance was confirmed back in 2023. Honestly, we blame people for being obsessed. I mean, we're talking about one of the biggest pop stars on the planet dating one of the NFL's most charismatic players. It's like something straight out of a romantic movie, right? But here's where things get interesting and potentially a little messy. Recently, and I'm talking like within the past few weeks, a nearly decade-old interview of Travis Kelce has resurfaced online. And let me tell you, it's causing quite the stir. In this interview, Travis was completely candid about his dating deal breakers. And I mean candid. He touched on some pretty personal topics, including intimacy timelines and his physical preferences when it comes to dating. Now, I'm not going to repeat everything he said word for word because, let's be honest, some of it was pretty surprising and might not age well in today's climate. But here's the thing that everyone needs to remember, and this is super important. These comments were made years before Travis ever met Taylor. We're talking about a completely different time in his life, when he was probably in a totally different headspace about relationships and dating. I don't know about you, but I definitely said and thought things 5 or 10 years ago that I would never say or think today. People grow, people evolve, and people's attitudes about relationships absolutely change over time. What's really fascinating to me is how fans and commentators are reacting to this resurfaced interview. Some people are trying to make it seem like this old interview somehow reflects how Travis feels about Taylor or their current relationship, which honestly seems pretty unfair to me. I mean, have you seen how this man looks at Taylor Swift? Have you seen how he supports her at her concerts? How he lights up when he talks about her in current interviews? That's not the behavior of someone who's treating a relationship casually or according to some old dating checklist from a decade ago. The reality is that when you find someone who genuinely connects with you on a deeper level, all those old preferences and deal breakers kind of go out the window. True connection transcends surface level stuff. And from everything we've seen publicly, Travis and Taylor have something really special and authentic between them. Speaking of authentic connection, let's talk about what's been happening recently that has everyone convinced this relationship is getting seriously serious. Are you ready for this? Travis and Taylor have been spotted touring upscale homes in Northeast Ohio, specifically in the Chagrin Falls area. Yes, you heard that right. They're house hunting together. Now, if you know anything about relationships, you know that house hunting together is not something you do casually. This is a major step that couples take when they're thinking about building a life together, when they're planning for the long term. And we're not talking about looking at just any houses. These are upscale properties in beautiful areas. The fact that they're even considering purchasing a home together is sending shockwaves through the fan community. And honestly, I can understand why. Real estate insiders, and these are people who actually work in the industry and have inside knowledge, are suggesting that this house hunting activity signals a much deeper commitment from both Travis and Taylor. It shows that they're not just enjoying a fun romance. They're actively planning and building toward a shared future together. That's huge. What makes this even more interesting is that Taylor Swift has historically been very private about her romantic relationships. If you followed her career at all, you know that she usually keeps her dating life pretty close to the vest, especially in the early stages of relationships. But with Travis, she's taken a completely different approach, and she's been surprisingly open about it. Taylor has actually expressed publicly that their decision to go public with their relationship stems from mutual pride and happiness in one another. Think about that for a second. She's proud to be with him, and she wants the world to know it. That's a pretty significant departure from how she's handled relationships in the past. where she was much more guarded and protective of her privacy. This openness isn't just about public appearances and social media posts either. We've seen some really beautiful moments that show just how deep their connection goes, especially during challenging times. Remember the Kansas City Chiefs' recent loss at Super Bowl 59? That was obviously a devastating moment for Travis and the entire team. But here's what's really telling about their relationship. Machine Gun Kelly, who was apparently there and witnessed everything firsthand, revealed that Taylor completely prioritized Travis's emotional well-being over attending any of the post-game celebrations or events. Let that sink in for a moment. Taylor Swift, who is used to being in the spotlight and attending high-profile events, chose to focus entirely on supporting her boyfriend during a difficult emotional moment. She put his needs first, even with all the public scrutiny and pressure that comes with being at such a major sporting event. That's not the behavior of someone who's just casually dating. That's the behavior of someone who is deeply committed and genuinely cares about their partner's well-being. Even Kansas City Chiefs coach Andy Reid has weighed in on their relationship, and his comments are honestly pretty adorable. He's praised both Travis and Taylor for their ability to handle fame gracefully while remaining grounded. Coming from someone who works closely with Travis and sees him regularly, that kind of endorsement really means something. What I find most compelling about this entire relationship is how it represents growth for both of them. Travis seems to have found someone who challenges him and brings out different sides of his personality, while Taylor appears more confident and open than we've seen her in previous relationships. They both seem genuinely happy and supportive of each other's careers and personal goals. The house hunting situation really drives home the point that this isn't just a fun celebrity romance that's going to fizzle out in a few months. When you start looking at homes together, you're talking about making serious life decisions together. You're discussing where you want to build your future, what kind of lifestyle you want to share, and how you see your relationship evolving over the next several years. Neither Travis nor Taylor has officially confirmed these house hunting reports, which honestly makes sense given how much public attention they already receive. But the fact that multiple sources and real estate insiders are talking about it suggests that there's definitely truth to these rumors. As we wrap up, I want to hear from all of you in the comments section. What do you think about Travis and Taylor's relationship? Do you think that old interviews should matter at all when evaluating their current romance? Are you excited about the possibility of them buying a house together? And most importantly, do you think they're going to make it for the long haul? Don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, because I'm always bringing you the latest celebrity news and relationship updates. Hit that notification bell so you never miss when I upload new content. And give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed hearing about all this Travis and Taylor drama. Share it with your friends who are also obsessed with this couple. And I'll see you in the next video where we'll probably have even more updates about these two lovebirds.